Toyota. Yes.
After dropping Game 1 of this 4-game series against the Florida Marlins, your San Francisco Giants hope for another great pitching performance from the horse on the mound tonight, Matt Cain, and they look for that elusive big hit that they were missing last night. Welcome back to AT&T Park. I'm Amy Gutierrez. Quite simply, the San Francisco Giants have a great tradition of honoring those players who have given so much to their team and to this franchise. And come this Saturday, it's no exception as former San Francisco greats Rich Aurilia and Sean Estes become the 45th and 46th member of the San Francisco Giants Wall of Fame. But first tonight, we take a look back at a man who definitely earned his spot on the Wall of Fame, number 44, stretch Hall of Famer Willie McCovey.
Born on January 10, 1938 in Mobile, Alabama, and spent 19 seasons as a San Francisco Giant. In his Major League debut on July 30th, 1959, Big Mac went 4 for 4, hitting 2 triples and 2 singles on his way to a .354 batting average that season, in which he won the National League Rookie of the Year while playing in only 52 games. A 5-time All-Star for the Orange and Black, with 1 All-Star Game MVP, Stretch led the National League in home runs in 1963, 68, and 69. In 1969, he had a career year when he hit 45 home runs, had 126 RBIs, and batted .320, earning the National League MVP award. After spending 3 seasons away from the Giants, Big Mac returned in 1977, and at the age of 39, he hit 28 home runs with 86 runs batted in, and was named the NL Comeback Player of the Year. In his first year of eligibility, McCovey was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame and is one of 5 San Francisco Giants to have his number retired. In 1980, after his final season for San Francisco, the Willie Mac Award was created and has been awarded to the Giant who best exemplifies the spirit and leadership consistently shown by McCovey throughout his long career. Willie Stretch McCovey, a San Francisco Giants legend.
Well, Willie McCovey is here almost every night visiting the clubhouse. The current San Francisco Giants are still in awe of Stretch. All right, Game 2 between the Florida Marlins and your San Francisco Giants set to start in moments. After these messages, though, we check in with our Sportsnet Central studios for an update. Stay with us.
And congratulations, richly deserved. And having been up in Cooperstown just a couple of days ago, I have to tell you both, Bob Feller, the all-time great Cleveland Indians player, said to say hello to Dwayne Kuiper. He said, always one of my favorites. And you don't get that many compliments toward anybody from Bob Feller. He's older, he's crotchety, but he appreciated Dwayne Kuiper and wanted to be remembered to Dwayne. And the Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter, maybe the greatest closer in Major League history, not only told me some Mike Krukow stories from the old days, I won't be able to really get into it on the air that much, but he also said that Mike Krukow was not just a great guy, but a great teammate, the best teammate that he ever had. So congratulations, guys, because I've been a little bit embarrassed the whole time with all of this attention, because right here, you are my partners doing Giants baseball, and we have a lot of fun together, and nobody with any team does a better job broadcasting baseball than you guys. So congratulations on the day and the honor.
Well, thank you very much, John. It has been a fun day for my partner and for yours truly as we get ready to do a baseball game, and that's why we're here. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 61 degrees here at the yard. Light winds, humidity at 74%. It is clear. All right, let's take a look at the Marlins lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Ramirez, Morrison, and then Sanchez, Ugly the cleanup hitter. Helms, Ross, and then the rookie Mike Stanton, who's very good. Paulino will hit 8th, Josh Johnson 9th. And Hanley Ramirez stands in, and we are just about ready for baseball here at 3rd and King as Kane winds and throws, and a swing and a foul straight back.
The Giants tonight defensively will set it up with Huff, Rowand, and Torres. That's your outfield. Rich Aurilia on the left side. Sanchez, Ishikawa on the right side. Buster Posey in the squat tonight, putting down the signs, and the gentleman who'll be catching on the hill tonight, Matt Cain.
Ramirez hits one on one hop, and a fine grab by Uribe. One down.
Great defense. That'll be a key tonight. Let's take a look at the pitching numbers for Matt Cain. They're brought to you by your Bay Area Hyundai dealers. This is start number 21 for Cain. 8-8 on the year. Could be a whole lot better. Has not had great run support. Look at the strikeout to walk ratio. It's 2-to-1. You're going to see 4 solid pitches: a fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. And he'll be low to mid 90s with the fastball. And what he does with the fastball that sets him apart from other pitchers is he'll pitch to all 4 corners of the strike zone consistently.
Here's Logan Morrison. Logan Morrison this season at New Orleans. Those are his numbers. 6 home runs, 48 driven in 68 games, and he rolls this one to Freddie Sanchez, 2 down.
Time now to take a look at our Toyota keys to the game. And with an ace like Josh Johnson, it's important that you have a plan. You have to have a discipline at bat with Johnson. He is that good. Number 2, Matt Cain. Continued command. His command has been impeccable. It has been why he has been dominant the last several starts, and he'll have to do the same thing tonight. And in a well-pitched ball game, you got to out-glove him, and that'll be key.
And right off the bat, Juan Uribe made a terrific play on the first hitter of the ball game. As here's Sanchez, Gabby Sanchez, and the pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Sanchez last night hit in the second slot and went 0 for 4. Fouled out of play to make it 2-1. Two balls and a strike. On deck, Dan Uglis says Sanchez reach, and he skies this one into the area behind the mound. It's Ishikawa doing the pop-up dance, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Giants are coming up. Almost Ninth.
Defensively for the Florida Marlins, they'll have Morrison, the rook. He'll be out there joined by Ross and Stanton, the rook. That's your outfield. Ramirez and Helms on the left side. Ugla Sanchez, the rook, on the right side. Paulino behind the plate and on the hill tonight. Arguably the best pitcher in the National League this year, Josh Johnson. And look at the numbers. 141 strikeouts against 29 walks. A 1.61 ERA. What you're going to look at from Johnson has been a consistent mid to high 90s fastball with command, an absolute killer slider, and a changeup. And again, he emphasized command.
Are you telling me he's pretty good?
He's good. You got your hands full. And what was your approach when you faced an ace?
Get a good fastball to hit and put it in play. Don't be fouling it off.
Now this series really did figure to match up with excellent pitching, and it has been that for 2 games, or 1 game coming into tonight's ball game. Good arms on both clubs. Young staffs, hungry staffs.
That's Tom Hallion behind the plate, as it's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Tom Hallion's got low strike zone, and it's a pretty big zone. And he'll give a lot of width on that outside corner to the right-handers.
And the walk, and Giants have speed aboard.
Take a look at Josh Johnson's windup, and it's compact when you consider he's 6'7", weighs 250. And because of that short arm delivery, it's an easy stroke for him to repeat, which he does so nicely. Johnson in his 5th year at the big league level, 26 years old, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Here's Freddie Sanchez. Torres goes, and it's a hit and run, and it's fouled off the screen in front of the Marlins dugout, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. And Torres chased back. He's got 17 steals. He's been caught 4 times. Out of play. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Torres itching to go. He does not. And it's shot under the glove of Sanchez. And Torres will stop at second because Stanton was playing so shallow. Nice piece of 0-2 hitting by Freddie Sanchez.
And that's exactly what he was trying to do the entire at bat. With Andres Torres being held on a first, there was a hole there. But this is just a good at bat period. He squares this thing up. Front foot hitting. Head stays still. And the key here is he stays in the strike zone.
Here's Aubrey Huff. Aubrey Huff swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike. 306 hitter with 19 home runs. 60 driven in. Huff took an 0 for 4 last night with a couple of strikeouts. He has faced Josh Johnson 9 times, and he's 4 for 9. Buster Posey on deck. Look out right over Tim Flannery as that whistles into the seats. And like Sanchez, now Huff behind 0-2.
Got him in the shoulder.
Yeah, the big fella got hit in the shoulder, but he's fine. He is going to rub it.
Still smiling though.
In the dirt. 1-2.
Use that down in for a strike 3 pitch. That was a whistler that went right into it. He took it full bore.
An old catcher.
Yeah. I think he might have been a tackle as well.
Johnson looks to second. And Huff out swinging. That's what Johnson can do. He will plant that pitch down and in, and here's Buster Posey. Posey at 368, 8 home runs, 33 driven in. Obviously, he's never faced Josh Johnson before. Picked up a hit in his first at bat yesterday to extend his hitting streak to 19. Sliding back in is Torres, as Johnson just keeping an eye on Andres Torres. Out of play. Torres, with Posey being a right-handed hitter, has got a better shot at trying to steal third than with Aubrey Huff. And Ugla is very much aware of that. And he's trying to stay as close to Andres Torres at second as he can. Out of play to make it 0-2. So Johnson, after walking Andres Torres, has gone 0-2 to the next 3 hitters. And now the throw is knocked down by Ugla. A nice play by Ugla.
Boy, I'll say, I would have changed everything with 1 out. That was a 90-foot error. 18 quality starts, and that's out of 20. And it ties him for most in the National League, which is kind of a mind blower. But look at the ERA. First 3 innings, 1.80, and he gets better as the game goes.
Posey battling 0-2. Got him.
We talked about Hallion's strike zone. He will give some width on that outside corner to right-handers, and that's really a pitcher's strike. So now Buster Posey knows that the rules have been set. You can see Tom Hallion making the call. He gets into that strike 3. So a big strikeout. 2 big strikeouts for Johnson.
Here's Uribe. Fouls this one out of play. That fastball at 96. Torres at second. Sanchez at first. Travis Ishikawa on deck. Giants trying to do something they did in every game in Arizona, and that's score in the first inning.
Well, it's a nice habit to get into. When in doubt, go that slider. I mean, you saw him bear down that down and into Aubrey Huff, and went to on the payoff pitch to Buster Posey. Got a little help from the umpire, but I mean, that really is the pitch that sets him apart. I know he throws 95 to 98 miles per hour with command, but still, that slider is his bread and butter.
2-2.
We'll like that.
Well, that's Uribe's game, is swing hard and hope the pitcher makes a mistake. hit out to right field. It's Mike Stanton. And that'll do it. So Johnson pitches out of a little bit of a mess. We will head to the second. We will have a guest. Former Giant Rich Aurilia, who we see on Comcast all the time. So, Richie, thanks for joining us.
Great to be here, guys, especially on your big day.
Yeah, this is our big day, baby.
How about that?
That's nice. Nice to get a little proclamation from the mayor.
He was ugly, who takes a strike at the knees. But you are here for a reason. You are very much a big part of the Greater Bay Area Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were out here today with Michael Bryce, a 7-year-old little boy, and we did a nice story on it in a pregame. But I met him and his family here, walked him around the batting practice, meeting a bunch of the players, and he had to meet Brian Wilson. Brian was his favorite player, and Brian actually took some photos with him and did his little stance thing he does after his saves. And then Michael told me, he goes, "Hey, that's what you do on your bobblehead doll that I have at home." So, but the guys were great to Michael, and I've been working with Make-A-Wish since 1995, being here, and it's a charity close to my heart, and it was a great day today.
1-2 to Ugla. Well, Michael battling a life-threatening heart disease. He's from Dublin, and when he met with the Make-A-Wish people, he clearly wanted to be a part of the Giants and coming out here. And,
definitely.
So it's great that you had a chance to really host him.
Yeah, it's nice to see these kids, because you actually feel like you're spending time with them and giving of your time to give them some happiness. And it was nice to show him around today. And one of the things that his mom said to me, he goes, he wanted a wish that had to revolve around men. Because he's always around his mom and his sisters and everybody. So it was great to have him out here today. Mike Murphy got him a uniform, and he had fun out there just mixing around with the guys.
Amy G was hooking up. There's the symbol that Brian Wilson uses when he saves. So Michael had it down, huh?
No, he had it down. He enjoyed meeting all the guys, and he started picking up bats out there in batting practice, and I'm saying, hey, be careful who you should pick up. You don't know whose bat you're picking up. And luckily he picked up Travis Ishikawa's bat, and I said, oh, that guy won't get mad at you. That's all right.
Here's Wes Helms as he falls behind 0-2. The number to help contribute to the Make-A-Wish, Greater Bay Area Make-A-Wish Foundation is 415-982, and we make it easier for you. It's WISH. Hit on the ground, foul. And you've been a part of this for a while.
Yeah, I've been a part of this for a long time. And like I said, the reason I love this foundation's charity is because it gives back to these kids right away that might not have a chance to do these things in the future or even have a future. So to be able to bring some happiness to a young child through the Make-A-Wish Foundation is great. And they grant almost 360 wishes a year. So pretty much every day they're granting a wish.
1-2 to Wes Helms. A 0-0 ball game, the kind of game that Rich Aurilia might have enjoyed.
I don't know about facing that guy on the other team.
Might not have enjoyed. Kane going after Wes Helms, who steps out.
Yeah, I was looking forward to tonight's ball game. I mean, both these guys really on top of the game right now. Matt Kane, exceptional command of 4 pitches. Bring him up.
Tom Hallion working on throwing that spine out if he continues with.
Well, Tom Hallion's the perfect kind of an umpire to have when you have 2 pitchers who are in command of their stuff like Kane and Johnson are. Fastball down and in, knee high. And Tom Hallion does the yucka-do from behind the dish.
Easy, Tom. Don't hurt yourself. Watch
let's
him
take
right
it
here.
one more time. Tom, give it to me. Hwah!
In all honesty, it's a good thing a lot of the hitters can't see that. It would like partially tip me off.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see up there.
Hey, when you're on the mound and the umpire's doing that, that's the greatest reward.
Oh, you love it.
Oh, I do.
Cody Ross takes down low, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You're trying to be out there striking guys out so that they can put that thing on. I mean, it's got to be a called strike 3, so it has to be a perfect pitch.
There's not a lot of spotlight put on those guys, so they got to take advantage of it when they get a chance.
I know, but if I was ever an umpire, I'd be doing that strike 1.
You're doing the Naked Gun, the Leslie Nielsen back there on strike 1.
My favorite movie of all times for umpires.
It's 2-1 to Cody Ross. Ross pulls it foul.
You know what's fun for me, guys, is showing up here now in a midweek game against the Marlins. The city seems to be excited again about this team, the way they're playing. And big crowd tonight, and Matt's throwing the ball great, and Zito's throwing the ball great. All these guys are throwing the ball great. It's nice to see again, where everybody, the city's kind of excited about it.
Well, where we were at today, down at City Hall in the mayor's office, talking about huge fans. 3-2 now to Cody Ross.
We got to go into the supervisor chambers, and they were in a heated debate. I mean, there's some issues being talked about in the city that they were intense. So we were kind of like the 7th inning stretch. And we walked in there, and they lit up. And it's that love that the Giants fans have for the Giants that when you're exposed to it, it's humbling.
Right at Uribe to end the inning. We're going to keep Rich Aurilia around for one more half inning. There's the young man Richie's talking about, Michael Bryce.
Michael Bryce, otherwise known as Big Mike.
Yes.
Yes. Here he is, the man of the hour. And I know we joke a lot, guys, about gamers, but this truly is a gamer. Michael, when Make-A-Wish Foundation came to you, you said you wanted to be a Giant for the day. How's it going? How's your day?
Really good, really good.
What's been your favorite part today?
Being on the field and meeting the players.
And then I know you got to meet your favorite player. Who's that, and why do you like him?
Brian Wilson, and the reason why, because I like him, because I saw him on my bobblehead.
He's cool, huh?
Yeah.
Did he show you a sign to do? Do you remember what he showed you?
Oh, yeah.
A young Brian Wilson in the making. And as you can see, Michael received a full uniform. And Michael, you told me you're ready to go out there and play, huh?
Yeah.
If Bruce Bochy gives you the call, you're ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, they want to see your Brian Wilson sign one more time. Guys, a true gamer. Michael Bryce, 7 years old from Dublin. Thanks, Michael. You got a high five for me?
I think he's taking advantage of this day and running with it, man.
I wish I had that energy.
Oh, my goodness. Travis Ishikawa flied out. Here's Aaron Rowan.
Big Mike Bryce. Nice going, Big Mike.
Well, how you handling this not in uniform?
The not in uniform thing? It's okay. It's, and you guys probably understand this when I say I miss being around the guys.
Yeah.
I miss the level of competition every day. But, there comes a time where it's time to step away. And, I think I've handled it pretty well. And then doing this broadcasting gig now is kind of keeping me in the game a little bit. And I still get to see some of my buddies, so it's kind of good.
I watched Mike the first 2 years he was out. He had a hard time going to the clubhouse.
Yeah. It's tough because I went in there today because I was here most of the afternoon. And, Mike Murphy, I let me put my suit in there, and I said, okay, I'll come back and change. And I went back in and I changed back in the laundry room.
I know.
They were like, why don't you change that in the clubhouse? I said, well, it's not my clubhouse anymore,
That's
know.
Right.
And
That's right.
It's kind of a different feeling, but at least I know some of the guys in there still, and they still treat me well and with a lot of respect, and I do appreciate that.
2-2 to Rowan. You got him. The one thing I did, I don't know if Mike or you did, you check to see who's in your locker.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, funny story. This past offseason, I get a call in December or January from Barry Zito. And he's like, hey, Rich, how you doing? I said, I'm great. Z-Man, how are you? And he goes, hey, I just wanted to ask you if it's okay if I take your locker. And I go, well, what are you asking me for? So I'm not coming back there to play. You can take whatever you want. He goes, well, I wanted to ask you since you were here for a long time. So, having that level of respect, from your teammates means a lot. So Zito's in my locker.
That's fabulous. Mike, who took yours? You remember?
I do not remember. Who took yours?
Chili Davis. He slid over. Outside corner to Renteria. 0-2. Well, when it's your home for so long, it's almost like you sold your home and now you go back and somebody else is living there.
Yeah, you don't want to invite yourself in for dinner.
Even though you know half the people that live in your house. Renteria let the bat. This is one thing you did not want to do with the guy we're sitting next to.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Because it was always a spirited swing after that.
You know what I try to do? I try and hit it right back at him as hard as I could, right at his chest.
Oh, chest. What are you talking? Forehead. You're talking forehead you try to hit off of.
Renteria.
See, those are the parts of the game that I miss, right there, having that ball come up and then say, all right, I'm going to get you.
You were good at that. That was a big part of your game. You were not going to let them intimidate you. And it made you a better hitter, gave you better bat speed, more concentration, the whole 9 yards.
There's some guys that I think play better when they're mad or angry, and I think I was one of those players.
Out into right center field for Stanton, and that'll end the inning. Richie, thanks for coming by. The Make-A-Wish is a good thing. 415-982-WISH.
Pleasure, guys. Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Thanks, Dickie.
Is Jerry Garcia night. T-shirt and cap package, $40. Call 1-877-5-GIANTS. A tribute night presented by Ben and Jerry's. Nice to have Rich Aurilia come by. I miss watching that guy play.
He was a good Giant, and will always be a good Giant. I mean, his career in this organization is not over by any means. And he's got the right guy to be working with right now. You're going to learn the right way working with Gary Radnich.
1 ball and 1 strike.
You and I had Hank Greenwald. I had you, Ted Robinson. I mean, as you're a young broadcaster and learn this business, you need to have somebody who's going to discipline you.
Stanton takes low, 2-1. So you think Gary can discipline Richie?
Oh, yeah. He will learn the right way.
2-2. Think he hazes Richie?
Well, he should.
Richie, give me a cup of coffee? Like Gaylord did with me? 3-2 to Stanton. Paulino to follow, and then Josh Johnson. Fouled out of play. Stanton hit a home run last night. Any run last night was a big run. It was a 1-run loss for the Giants. He is young, and he is strong, and he is good. Ooh, good pitch by Kane, and Stanton just got a piece of it. It was a 3-2 hook. No score here in the top of the 3rd inning.
There's a happy boy smile.
Absolutely. And he got him.
3-2 curveball. I mean a pearl. Well, a reminder to tell you that Giants baseball is brought to you by The Other Guys, starring Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. It'll be in the theaters August 6th. Check it out.
Here's Ronnie Paulino. Paulino, 274, 3 home runs, 33 driven in. Lifetime against Matt Cain, 1 for 5. Pitch is outside for a ball. Chronicle Live gave that out. Out in Willie Mays Plaza today. Scheduled in the back of it. Good pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Big game in San Diego tonight. I mean, big game. 1-2. Dodgers Padres. That's big enough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big one. We're going to find out about a rivalry that the Southern Californians talk a lot about. A lot riding on that series for both teams.
Get out into Triples Alley, but Andres Torres says, I don't have none of that. 2 outs. There's the Ray Ratto lookalike. He's an authentic fan. Make sure you keep it up.
A lot happening out in Willie Mays Plaza today before the game.
Here's Josh Johnson, just a big fella standing in, hitting left-handed. 5 for 42. In all honesty, Kane and Johnson, that's what pitchers are supposed to look like.
That's what big leagues, you're absolutely right.
Down the left field line and out of play. And if you're a writer, you're supposed to look like that.
There's Ray Ratto.
There's another Ray Ratto.
See, she's got it down.
This is Say Hey Tuesday out in McCovey.
That was a piece of the sofa.
Not McCovey, the Willie Mays Plaza. There's Raven. Look at that sweater. Beautiful.
Well, KMBR Summer in the Park is back this homestand. Well, we're sold out of the $6.80 special, but the new KMB offer is $16.80 for a lower box left field ticket. Tickets are available for the remaining Marlins game tomorrow at 12:45. So you can purchase tickets, go to sfgiants.com and use the coupon code KMBR. Again, use KMBR as the coupon code to receive the special order from KMBR, the sports leader. Tomorrow, 4:05 special, and then Thursday is 12:45.
Hey, the Panda's back. And he is a happy Panda.
He gets to put his uniform back on.
Sandoval, he's gone 2 days, and when he comes back, it's like spring training, like you haven't seen him in a while. He wants to hug everybody.
Yeah, he leads the team in hugs. He leads the league in hugs.
King takes outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Talk about Tom High, and again, a real good umpire if you're a strike thrower.
Amy G is here. What do you got, Amy?
Well, with 5 no-hitters thrown so far this season, 2010 has certainly shaped up to be the year of the pitcher. A great segue into tonight's poll question. It is brought to you by Pacific Specialty, and you can check it out at csnbayarea.com. Who do you think should win the National League Cy Young Award? Give us your vote and check out the results tonight on Giants Postgame Live. Dwayne and Mike.
All right, thanks, Amy. I thought Amy was going to interview that little guy sitting next to her. He looked frozen. Look at Amy, ask him a question, will you?
Amy, he's not snuggling up to you.
Come on. No. Oh, my goodness. Andres Torres fouls this one into the glove of Paulino. 1-2.
This game has gone exactly as advertised. Both pitchers the first half to the last, 4 strikeouts apiece. Hey, you think that, remember that Roy Halladay perfect game?
Yeah.
You know who he pitched against in that game, though?
This guy.
Josh Johnson.
Out of play.
And in that game, Josh Johnson gave up 1 run, an unearned run.
Two and 2. Torres walked in the first. Into left center field. It's going to be a hit, and it's going to be more than a single. Torres easily into second base with a double.
That's a nice two-strike hit right there. Johnson hasn't made many mistakes to location, but he made one here in a two-strike count. He leaves one up at the belt. Watch the height of the breaking ball. That's a floater, not much on it. And Andres Torres, to his credit, finds an opposite field gap, and that is a big league AB. And with his speed, an easy double.
Here's Sanchez. Sanchez singled in the first. And now a pickoff play put on, but Johnson chooses just to step off. So I tell you what, Uggla's done a really good job of keeping Torres close, because Torres wants to go. But with Uggla doing this, he's given up a step and a half. And given Freddie Sanchez the ability to go the other way, it may be that that's all you need is a step and a half to get a ball into that hole between first and second. A bit high, 2-0.
First pitch. Well, the point makes a big one. I mean, as well as we've seen Freddie Sanchez hit the ball to right field, you would want to have your second baseman play way back. I'm a little surprised that the way they're pitching him on the outside corner, they're not having Hanley Ramirez do the hold him on. I am too. Hanley Ramirez, the shortstop for the Marlins.
They have pulled Gabby Sanchez quite a ways off the line.
You're right. Your instincts are absolutely right. He wants to go.
Get out to right field in the park to Stanton. Stanton catches. He's got a strong arm. It's going to be cut off.
Well, that's how you put pressure on the defense right there. You make a play, but as strong as Stanton's arm is, you might have to rethink that. A strong throw, and Andres Torres safe at third, safe and secure. New York Life. Watch him tag. Settle right through the bag, do a belly slide. Hang on. Yeah, he kept the throw on.
Aubrey Huff struck out in the first inning. Left field, base hit, 1-0 Giants. Huff is going for two. Huff is going to make it.
We talk about how strong his top hand is, and you're going to get a real good look at it in this one. We're going to make it our Dodge Ram drive of the game. He's up there looking for one pitch. He's looking for a fastball out over the plate. And look, it's across the lever. Watch how he covers it with the top hand. That is a great throw. A little back spinner out the opposite way. That's just a great swing on a tough pitch. But he was looking for the fastball.
Here's Buster Posey. Posey out into right center field. Coming in at Stanton. He can't get it. Posey's going to go for two. Huff is coming in. And Posey is out at second base. The run scores. The hitting streak is extended. And the Giants lead 2-0. 2-0 Giants.
Don't get hurt, partner. who extends his hitting streak to 20 games, and he does it in dramatic fashion, knocking in Aubrey Huff to give the Giants a 2-0 lead. And, however, a bit froggy as he tries to go to second. Stanton throws a strike. Ramirez puts the tag on. But that's a 20-game hitting streak, folks, and that's our forward right choice.
So Stanton with the assist?
Yes. Big high hitch in the front leg, gets gathered, and look at him reach. That stays flat a long time.
Well, that's when you didn't want to hit hard.
Yeah, it worked out good.
Yeah, hit that one off the end of the bat a little bit. Ramirez bounced out on a terrific play by Uribe to start out the ball game.
That's a good changeup. He's got everything working tonight, folks.
Three and one. 9 up, 9 down for Kane.
And you made a comment a couple innings ago about how big league pitchers are supposed to look, and Matt Kane is that prototype. 6'3", 235, raw bone.
Renteria on the backhand. Giants Baseball is brought to you by The Solar Company. Call 877-60-SOLAR for zero down, zero payments for 12 months as a qualified buyer, or ask about their zero down lease option. Offer expires July 31st.
It is a perfect night here at AT&T. It could not be any more beautiful as we look across the bay into the Oakland, Berkeley Hills.
Strike to Logan Morrison. I still got a little glow going from this afternoon.
Yeah, that was fun.
Center field, it'll fall in front of Rowan as Morrison bloops a base hit. It's his first big league hit. He should get the baseball.
And it breaks up a perfect game. Well, a reminder to tune into the NBC Bay Area Morning News Team for early news, traffic, and weather updates weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m. There's a good look at Logan Morrison. A puppy, 6'3", 240 pounds. He's a big fella.
Marlins don't draft little guys. I'm convinced. Here's Gabby Sanchez. Sanchez popped out to end the first inning. And when was the last little guy you... Well, this is the Marlins' #1 pick, and it'd be a little guy.
No. Well, I think that's, if you were to describe their team, you would describe it in one word. They're physical. First time for Kane out of the stretch tonight. And that is a little different. You go a long time in your windup, as he has done here, with one out in the fourth before he finally gets into a stretch. And there is a couple of pitches where you're vulnerable, fighting the rhythm out of the stretch.
Oh, nice play by Posey. What do you know? And a 4-pitch walk.
And as Sanchez heads down to first base, we're going to ask our trivia question. It's brought to you by AT&T. Rethink possible. Question tonight. Can you name the last Major League pitcher to finish the season with an ERA under 2.00? I don't know that. That's something I should know. It's quite an accomplishment.
I'm looking at it this way. I can't wait to find out.
There you go.
Here's Ugla. Ugla struck out in the second. And Kane settles right in. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Another good 2. Uggla wants to pull.
It's one, and I don't think you can walk him with men on base. I really don't. He kind of reminds me of Steve Garvey in that regard. When there are men on base, you just did not throw Steve Garvey a strike, and he would help you out. And the same thing can be said about Uggla. You could bounce stuff on home plate. He wants to knock the runs in. He wants to be the hero.
Right at Ishikawa. Double play! Ishikawa turned that like a second baseman. And Kane catches a break, and it stays 2-0.
It may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, time now to ask and answer our trivia question by AT&T. It's and rethink possible. Remember that one. Oh, yeah, by the way, can you name the last Major League pitcher to finish the season with an ERA of under 2.00? Well, it was Roger Clemens in 2005 at a 1.877.
They're the ERA since 2000. Pedro Martinez. Wow. Uribe pops the first pitch up. Dan Uggla now out on the grass. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That is such a remarkable year. To have an ERA under 3 is phenomenal, but to do it under 2, it's almost from some of the world. And this year, Wainwright, Johnson, both, as we get on the doorstep of August with ERAs under 2, this is the year of the pitcher.
Ishikawa hit a fly ball to center field in the second. And he looks at a strike. Aaron Rowan to follow. Giants 2 runs in the 3rd inning. Swing, ain't gonna miss. Another against 2. This is a nice play by Ishikawa. That ball wasn't in his glove for very long.
And really a pretty dramatic defensive set to you. You got to tip your cap to Ron Wotus, who's had Ishikawa positioned way off the line. And Uggla hit right into the defense. I mean, not enough of that gets talked about. The hours of time that Giants coaching staff put together a defensive game plan. And when you see a hard hit ball hit into the defense, you know there's a reason for it. There's Ron Wotus. Fantastic job of being able to pre-position guys prior to pitches, and it makes all the difference in the world.
Hit on the ground. Gabby Sanchez to Johnson covering.
Time now for true Giants stories. Did you know that July 27th, 1978? Well, my broadcast partner, Dwayne Kuiper, playing for the Cleveland Indians, tied a major league record with 2 bases-loaded triples in a 17-5 victory over the New York Yankees. Visit farmers.com to hear real true stories from Farmers customers and find a Bay Area agent near you. Farmers Insurance, ready feels good. Nice goal, partner.
Yep. 6 RBIs in one day. My total for that month, 8. Picked up a couple the day before.
Hey, you're hitting leadoff. It's tough to get RBIs there. What are you talking about?
Rowan on the ground to third. And the bad throw, and they got him on the tag. And that ends the inning. 5th inning coming up. Eat Fresh, ask Group and Kite. Steve from McKinleyville. Who's the best baseball player you ever played with?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Mine's easy. Breaking ball to Wes Helms for a strike. Craig Robinson.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. Best baseball player I ever played with.
Up the middle, Kane tried to kick it, and it's a leadoff single for Wes Helms.
Pete Rose, Mike Schmidt, Billy Buckner.
I mean, you were second, so I just want to go on record.
Yeah, thank you, partner. You're number 2, number 2. Best pure instinctive baseball player. I tell you, the first 6 years Will Clark was with the Giants. That was magic.
That's a pretty good call. Are you saying that because he's in the booth next to us?
Well, he is here, but no, I'd say that. I say it all the time. Best pure baseball player I ever played with. Had to be Will Clark.
Down low to Cody Ross, who lined out to Uribe in the second. Kane got the double play on the line drive to end the 4th. He will not get Cody Ross fishing, and it's 2-0. Left field. Huff looking up. Game tied.
And Matt Kane did not appreciate that bat toss by Cody Ross.
He did not. He stared Ross all the way down the line. And it's a 2-2 ball game. Matt
Kane is old school in a lot of ways. one of them is you don't show them up. Watch the bat toss.
So a single and a home run, and here's Mike Stanton.
It wasn't a cheap one. He got it. Home run number 9 for Cody Ross.
Way to go, Cody. Extras, Cody.
Stanton in the driver's seat, 2-0.
And they're talking about it.
3-0.
Doesn't happen where the starting pitcher will stare a guy down very often anymore. But when the guy does it, you can tell that, well, let's just say this incident is not over. And I think right now it's amped up Kane a little bit. That's a 4-pitch walk. The bat toss one more time. And whether it upsets you at home watching it, it's irrelevant because it upset this guy.
So here's Paulino. Paulino on the first pitch hits it foul. And it's no balls and 1 strike.
And you watch guys do things like that after home runs. And certain guys you just can't do that with. They won't let you. And Matt Cain's one of them. And the league knows it.
Get on the ground, Renteria. 6, 4, 3. And that'll bring up Josh Johnson.
Just a nice feed, and Freddie Sanchez, we always talk about how quick he gets the ball in the glove and out of the glove.
And in all honesty, Mike, Freddie Sanchez uses a bigger glove than most second basemen. But he still manages to find it.
It's more of a shortstop glove, isn't it?
Actually, more even like a third baseman's glove, which he was.
Nice exchange, perfect strike to Ishikawa, and the Giants got a break.
Slowly hit. It'll be Ishikawa to King. Side retired. Marlins tie it up on the home run by Cody Ross. It'll be Renteria to lead things off.
Mike, you guys have been really busy today, huh? The San Francisco Mayor Gavin Newsom declared today, July 27th, the official Crook and Kite Day. They also received from the San Francisco Board of Supervisors a resolution for the recognition of their 20 years in broadcasting together. And fellas, if I may, one little bit of that said that Dwayne and Mike comprise the best broadcast team in professional sports, having called games together as an inseparable duo. And I love you guys. Congratulations.
Inseparable, Amy. Thank you.
Not insufferable, inseparable.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. We do want to thank Mayor Newsom for our special day, and we certainly want to thank Supervisor Devin Dufty, who was behind the supervisors granting us a resolution, and we're all very honored by just being around City Hall today. It was very impressive. It made you proud to be a San Franciscan. But certainly a big honor, and we are very appreciative. We're humbled. That's going, partner.
Renteria 0-2. Foul back. There's Will Clark. He's here.
There's the thrill.
Pitch is high. How about going into the supervisor's chamber?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The thrill here tonight with his lovely wife Lisa, his son Trey, and daughter Ella.
Renteria pops this one up. This is a bit of a tough sky. It'll be Stanton and Ugla, and Stanton saw it. Ugla didn't.
Well, Sunday, August 1st, the Giants are going to take on the Dodgers and mark it down. It is a 5:05 Sunday start time. And it is also Giants trading card day here at AT&T. The first 20,000 fans are going to get a Giants trading card set presented by Emerald Nuts. And you can purchase tickets going to sfgiants.com. Remember, with dynamic pricing, buy early and save. And you will get a Buster Posey rookie card. And some think that might be valuable someday. So check it out.
Here's Matt King. King takes a breaking ball high. 2-2 ball game. Rockies have lost. The Pirates beat them in Denver by a final of 4-2. And takes outside for Colorado. Their 7th straight loss as they welcome back Troy Tulowitzki tonight. 3-0 to King. Two ball game with Andres Torres on deck. And a strike, 3-1. King may be taking it in.
Take 3-0, take 3-1.
Three and 2. Other teams in the West, the Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 9-5 in Philadelphia. 3-2 pitch is skied into shallow right field, and Stanton would put it away again. So Johnson comes back after falling behind 3-0 to Kane, and here's Andres Torres.
Going to take his time, give Matt Cain a chance to get back in the dugout. Sit down, catch a breather. This would like to see a lead outfielder take a pitch, take a strike.
San Diego and LA, 0-0 in the 6th inning. Inside corner strike to Torres, who doubled and scored in the 3rd. Line drive, base hit. Digging it out is Stanton, and Torres has got his 2nd double of the game.
Not a whole lot of location behind that fastball challenge from Josh Johnson. Goes right across the belt, and Torres smothers it. And once you see an outfielder turn his back to the infield, that's an easy extra base hit for the legs of Andres Torres. You see Stanton's numbers right there, and you know that it's going to be at least a double.
Here's Freddie Sanchez. Down low to Sanchez. 1 ball and no strikes. Way out in front to even the count.
When he gets his back to a wall, he goes right to that power slider. 32nd double this year for Andres Torres, and that ties him for most in the National League with Jason Worth of the Phillies.
Into center field, a base hit. Here comes Andres Torres. And the Giants take the lead on the 2-out knock by Freddie Sanchez.
And the thrill likes it. And so does about 40,000 folks here at AT&T. Just great 2-out hitting. And there you see the reward for Andres Torres, scoring the run that puts his team ahead. Another slider. Goes out, just catches it out the end of the bat, throws it out there in center, and this is a thing of beauty.
Here's Aubrey Huff. This takes him tight.
Well, that was a pitch he got Huff on in his first at bat. He's not biting anymore. The top of the lineup right now is just wearing him out.
How about that graphic?
First time at 13 starts, allowing more than 2 runs. We saw a great duel last year when Johnson hooked up with Barry Zito here. Zito beat him. Another great pitching duel.
(3-0) with Buster Posey to follow. Aubrey Huff will have the green light. He has convinced his manager that he can handle this. And a strike, 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Sanchez aboard at first. And the walk.
Fastball up and in just a little bit.
Here's Buster Posey.
It's great listening to Will Clark talk about Buster Posey's swing. Because when he's talking about Posey's swing, he's talking about his own swing.
Posey doubled in the 3rd, knocked in a run, and extended his hitting streak to 20 games. Foul back and hung one, and Posey was just out in front a little bit.
He's got a big high leg kick as he gets his hips gathered. But that foot gets down early.
Sanchez at second. Huff at first. Posey at the plate. Renteria popped out. Kane popped out. Torres doubled. Sanchez singled. Huff drew a walk. Low and away to even the count.
And throughout this 20-game hit streak, it's so seldom that he gets out of the strike zone and chases something. He has been locked into the zone and has really had pretty good pitches to hit. When he swings the bat, it's usually a pretty good pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Change up. And a good one.
See the top 4 hitters, and then hitters 5 through 9, 0 for 10. Sanchez has a couple of hits. Right back to Johnson. That'll end the inning. Giants pick up a run on 2 hits. We'll head to the 6th inning. Giants retake the lead. Mike.
Inning. It's time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. We go back in the 3rd inning with 1 out, and Andres Torres at first base. There's a fly ball to right field. Sanchez hits, and Torres takes 90 free feet. Let's watch him go into the belly slide, and that's our Coors Light Freeze Cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Andres Torres having a game tonight, folks.
Here's Ramirez, top of the order for the Marlins. 3-2 Giants. And a strike. Hanley Ramirez is bounced out twice. Once to Uribe at 3rd, and once to Edgar Renteria at short.
Close. It's not too far from high in zone. He's usually pretty consistent to a low strike. That may be just a shade low. His zone has been good tonight.
3-1.
Well, he's doing what you have to do to Hanley Ramirez. I mean, you have to mix speed. You have to mix location. You cannot get predictable at any speed or location. He's just too good.
Check in with Amy G.
Well, gentlemen, earlier in the broadcast I said it was the year of the pitcher, but I should revise that. It's really the year of the San Francisco broadcaster, not to be overshadowed by Krug and Kaipte. John Miller, now a Hall of Fame broadcaster, is back to work in the booth tonight. I asked him if he could recap his Hall of Fame weekend in Cooperstown. Of course, he's the recipient of the Ford C. Frick Award for Excellence in Broadcasting. I said, John, you're a man of many words. Can you recap the weekend in one? And he said, Amy, I cannot. He simply said it was a surreal, out-of-body experience, and he is on the cover of Giants Magazine. You can pick it up at the park. Gentlemen.
All right. Nice to see John back. Had about 10 minutes to visit with him before the game. Kane right now has a hard time throwing strikes. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
Morrison 1 for 2 tonight. The one hit, his first big league hit. Dan Uggla, the big blow came from Cody Ross, a 2-run homer that tied things up in the 5th.
Runner goes. Posey's throw. Got him on the helmet. He's got a cannon.
Now you've got to give it a great assist to Rich Aurilia, because this play was made because of an excellent tag Rich Aurilia made. But the ball got down there in plenty of time for him to put the tag on. And you see second base umpire Lance Barksdale saying, grab some pine, meat. He got you. And it's not even close.
2 down on the soft line drive.
His unload time consistently at 1.9 or below, 1.85. That's just elite. And then he's got a cannon on top of it.
Here's Gabby Sanchez. Kane now with 78 pitches. Out into center field for Aaron Rowan. Lots of real estate out there, and Rowan will put it away. Kane pitches through the leadoff walk. Uribe will lead things off.
By Farmers Insurance. To find your local farmers agent, call 800-FARMERS today. By Xfinity, the next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. And by Verizon. The signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon.
Check out our McDonald's game summary. We are in the 6th inning. 3-2 Giants. Ross has a 2-run big fly. Johnson's allowed 3 earned runs, and that's unheard of. Torres and Sanchez 4 for 5 combined, and Buster Posey extends his hitting streak to 20. And that's our McDonald's game summary.
It's a good game for us right there. That's what I'm trying to see.
Good challenge from Johnson to Uribe, who's flied out and popped out. Both balls hit to right field. As he backs him off. That was pitch number 84. Just power right at you. Oh, 2 to 3-2.
Some pretty easy takes right there.
3 of them.
I'd like to know how many times he throws a slider at a 3-2 count. I mean, that's certainly a statistic we could look up and find.
on the ground to third, and Helms on the backhand, and Helms' throw gets by the first baseman Sanchez.
Well, it was looking like it was going to be a pretty good play because it's a nasty two-hopper. Helms spears it, then in the exchange, he drops it. Still has plenty of time because of how hard the ball was hit. He hurries the throw, he throws low, and they just can't dig it out on the other end.
So here's Travis Ishikawa, who's flied out and bounced out. This will be the third time around now for these Giants hitters facing Johnson.
That is the 80th error on the season for the Florida Marlins.
Ishikawa, big swing and a miss, 0-1.
You know, for a guy that throws 95 to 99 miles an hour, he throws a lot of off-speed stuff. He just doesn't get predictable with fastball.
Especially on that first pitch.
And he'll back it up. You know, he'll throw a first pitch changeup, and then he'll come back and he'll throw it again. The guy does that, believes in his changeup.
A shot caught by Sanchez, and that'll be a double play.
There was absolutely nothing that Uribe could do there. As Gabby Sanchez caught the ball, he came back to his left, speared the line drive. He was about a foot away from the bag.
You see a lot of guys a bit more aggressive getting off the bag.
Yeah.
Had he been, the ball would have got by him.
That goes as a double play.
So here's Rowan. Rowan struck out looking in the second and then bounced out to third in his second at bat. We had such an enjoyable afternoon in the city with the Board of Supervisors. There's a shot in the left field, a base hit. One gentleman that really showed us around and kept us company was Bo Hayward, so we want to thank Bo. He was fantastic.
Good Giants fan.
And then lo and behold, who shows up? Kenny Blackstone.
Kenny Blackstone, who used to be part of our show, and will always be part of the Giants family, now working at City Hall. She looked great. She brought cupcakes too.
Great Giants fans. Jason Elliott from the mayor's office helped us out as Uribe fouls it out of play.
And a special thank you to Ellie Miller for making a lot of this happen.
No balls and one strike. Rowan's base hit gives the Giants 7 in this game.
Defense pretty straight away. Cody Ross about 8 steps towards the right center field gap in center. If you're in the batter's box right now hitting off Josh Johnson, who's throwing a lot of fastballs away to righties, a lot of hard sliders, you got to look outer half of the plate. The way the defense is set up right now with Cody Ross pulled over towards right center, Greg Renteria think away, which he does just about all the time anyway. It's a pitch him away, play him away defense.
3-1.
It's like Josh Johnson has a lot of one-word conversations with himself.
Cody Ross got a good jump, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, one left. An error by the Marlins. Doesn't hurt. 3-2 Giants.
Be a 7:15 first pitch, and the Beat LA Beach Towel will be given out, presented by Bank of America. Then Saturday the 30th will be a 1:10 start time. Sunday a 5:05 special start time, and it's Giants Trading Card Day presented by Emerald Nice. You want tickets? Go to sfgiants.com. Get out here. It's going to be fun. And remember, with dynamic pricing, you can buy early and save large amounts of glue. There's the Dwayne Kuiper chair.
Where is that?
It's out there in the new Coors Light section out in right center.
There's yours.
Yep, best seats in the house.
Here's Dan Uggla. Uggla takes low.
Now, we are being told that you have to have a ticket to have those seats that they have out there, but for the most part, it's come on in. It's just like any other tavern. And it's heated out there. How cool is that?
It's heated.
Yep. Not that you would need a heater here.
No. It's never cold here. It's always comfy. Uggla takes a strike as Kane comes in on the inside corner. Uggla, Helms, Ross. 2-2.
Good changeup. Giants Baseball is brought to you by Supercuts. Save money without looking like it. Woohoo!
2-2. Hammered to left. Huff looking up. Game tied. Giants worked so hard for their runs. The Marlins have hit 2 home runs. It's 3-3.
And that's a 2-strike round tripper. That's what hurts. 2-2 fastball. They try to go in. And he leaves it out over the plate. And Dan Uggla, who really doesn't have much of a 2-strike adjustment hack. His swing is so compact anyway, and that's what makes him special. It's compact, it's got power in it. For Uggla, home run number 20. I had that look myself 196 times.
It's 3-3, and here's Helms. Helms singled in the 5th. And he takes a strike.
Pitch number 85 for Matt Kane.
Home run number 20 for Dan Uggla. Just off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Out of play, 2-2. Came through that at 92. Alex Sanabia tomorrow night. He's a right-hander against Jonathan Sanchez. Two-two pitch. And now full count.
Wes Helms has been swinging the bat well of late, which usually means the guy's got a pretty good idea of the strike zone. And he showed it a couple times in this at bat.
Got him.
However, that was perfect.
This is the home run by Ross in the 5th inning to tie the game.
Watch the bat toss. And Matt Kane was not buying it. I'm not saying he's going to knock the guy down or drill him here, but he is going to bear down on him.
Came right in on his hands, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Three ball game. Nothing in 2.
Staying in on that inside corner. Bang, bang. 2 fastballs right through him.
See where Posey sets up. Foul.
You can be ticked off at a guy if he shows you up and whatnot, but in a 3-3 ball game in a pennant race, it's not the time to make a point. But you can definitely do something that will bother him more than getting drilled. You can strike him out. Sergio Romo, Chris Ray, get greased up.
One and 2.
2-2 pitch.
Foul again.
He pounded his hands with 2 quick fastballs to get the 0-2. Then it's been a steady diet of off-speed stuff. And that makes him feel a little better. Perfect fastball on the outside corner. And watch how you the umpire. Yeah. Just power, precision. And he nails down that outside locator. And I love the ultra mo, new slow motion we have. Well, Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. You can improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and team. Just go to BloombergSports.com.
Renteria calling everybody off, and that ends the inning. The home run by Uggla ties the game. Giants are coming up. And a good ball game. It's 3-3. Josh Johnson goes out. He'll pitch the bottom of the 7th, and he'll face Nate Sherholtz, a pinch hitter. And then Torres and Sanchez. First pitch swinging, as you should if you get a good fastball, and it's 0-1.
Which he got, and it was up.
Schultz hitting .247. He's done a good job as a pinch hitter. Six for 15 as a pinch hitter. Bounces this one to Ugla. 1 out. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, guys, before the game, the broadcast truck had a surprise visit from Juan Uribe. He was kind of interested in how things go on in there. And as I've been told, while you guys were in Arizona, you had a surprise visit from a rather famous large athlete as well who came to your bus. Is that correct?
That is correct. Shaquille O'Neal came in to wish the Giants well. We asked him if he could hit. He said he could not.
As Torres takes a strike, that's right. Alma Lynch grabbed her cell phone, had a camera in it. Got a good picture of Shaq.
And he is in great shape.
Oh, my goodness. We were trying to figure out who was that really tall African-American guy with thin legs, and it was Shaq.
Yeah, well, whatever program he's on, it's working because he is ready. But what a character. I mean, he walked right in the bus. I thought he was going to come in and sit down. Says he watches a lot of baseball.
Just can't play it.
Doesn't have to.
1-2 pitch. Slowly hit. Who's it going to be? Ugla? Ugla tries to flip, and it doesn't work. And Torres is aboard. It'll be an infield hit.
3-for-3 night for Andres Torres. A walk and 3 knocks. And this was going to be a tough play once it got past Josh Johnson. And really the only chance that Ugla had was the flip.
And he might have had him if he could have got a decent flip off.
It looked like he dragged the tip of his glove in the dirt, just didn't get it cleanly. That's a play you need a newer glove.
Michael Bryce is still here with Rich Aurilia. That's the Make-A-Wish Foundation, 415-982-WISH.
Michael Bryce made a wish, and it was to come to the Giants game, hang out with the guys. Rich Aurilia was his tour guide today. And we were all taken by Michael Bryce. What a great guy he is.
Sanchez back. He is showing signs that he's going to take off. Sanchez is 2 for 3.
The way he's swinging that right now, anytime you can get a run at first base and open up that side by that first baseman keeping him on, you're doing Freddie Sanchez a favor.
Sanchez does like the high fastball, and he fouled it back. Haydenhoff in the bullpen. Pretty close to a sellout tonight.
Yeah, great crowd. They've been into it since number 1 pitch. Been a well-played game.
Johnson freezing Torres. And Torres then moved.
And he was also freezing Freddie Sanchez.
And me.
And you.
Down the right field line. That'll slice foul. Come on. Our fans are better than that.
You got to make a play.
We constantly show our fans just catching things. Automatic.
Wow.
I hope they do not show that around the country. Had to be a Marlins fan that knocked everybody off. 1-2. Dodgers have picked up a couple of runs on the Padres. It's 2-0 LA in the 7th. Torres with a good lead. 2-2.
Nice play, Ronnie Paulino.
A couple of pitches had Torres gone. Paulino would not have been able to make a throw. But you do not know that ahead of time.
A one-hopper in the dirt. Sometimes you put your glove out, it will find you.
Two count is a count where managers like to send speedy runners. Torres inches off. Now he's got the biggest lead he's had. He does not go. And Sanchez strikes out.
94, perfect location, outside corner. He stretched it out the zone a little bit, but 2 strikes, you got to protect. You see the target right on the outside corner, and that's off the plate, perhaps 4 or 5 inches. But the way the strike zone has been tonight with Tom Hyatt, it's been a big strike zone, a pitcher strike zone. Freddie Sanchez had no choice.
Huff is 1 for 2, a double and a walk. He knocked in a run in the 3rd. Fouls this one out of play.
Huff, 1 more home run for 20 on the year.
Torres goes in the dirt, throw down to second.
No chance.
May not have been in the dirt, but it was low.
And the one problem about being 6'7", 250 is you're not going to have great unload time. High leg kick, 1.36 time, and that's just too much time. And Henry Ramirez sort of walked away from the bag and knew he had no chance. So a big steal for Torres sets himself in scoring position now for Huff.
Right, this is the opportunity for Matt Cain to get a decision.
Michael Bryce was digging it. Johnson is stubborn. I mean, he keeps going down to that back foot slider, and it has been gone since the first at bat. Huff was fooled once, and he hasn't been since.
111 pitches.
Again, pounding that same spot. Now, he's got an open base here. He can do it just about anything he wants with it. He doesn't have to give in to Aubrey Huff.
He may feel more comfortable facing Posey. On the walk.
See Edwin Rodriguez, the skipper for the Fish.
So here's Posey, 1 for 3. Out in front of home plate. And that'll end the inning. So Johnson gets out of it. We'll go to the 8th. It's 3-3. The first ever Jazz Fest at AT&T Park, celebrating African American arts and culture. A $20 special event ticket gets you access to the pregame Jazz Festival. Ticket also includes a New York Giants era Willie Mays jersey t-shirt. So for tickets, go to 415-972-2233. 3-3 ball game, 8th inning. Sergio Romo on the mound now for the Giants, facing Ronnie Paulino. And a pop-up out of play, and it's 0-1.
The numbers for Sergio Romo, 43rd game that he has been in this year, 3-3, 2.03 ERA. Fastball, slider, changeup combo. 43 strikeouts in 40 innings pitched. Just 43 base runners in 40 innings. That's a solid year, folks.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. 1 ball and 1 strike to Paulino. We have a pinch hitter on deck. Right back to Romo. 1 out. And the hitter will be Brian Peterson. Yeah, proclamation for Michael Bryce. Pretty psyched about that. As he should be. It's a big day for that kid. Trying to help the Giants get a win here against the Marlins. Here's Peterson. Peterson is 2 for 21. 2 for 15 as a pinch hitter. His numbers at New Orleans, 259. Two balls and no strikes. swing in a minute. Pair of home runs tonight for the Marlins. They produced their 3 runs. Cody Ross, a 2-run home run in the 5th. Dan Uggla, a solo home run in the 7th.
Rumble very deliberate, taking his time. And working that outside corner. All fastballs in this at bat.
3-1. Hanley Ramirez on deck. And a strike to make it 3-2. Peterson started to depart. And Tom Halling said, "No, you're not going anywhere."
Sit up on the outside corner. Paints him with a fastball.
Thank you.
Pitcher strike. Thank you very much indeed.
Edgar Renteria.
Well, you talk about shading the black of the play on the outside corner. That's all Romo did. Just took 2 seam fastballs and ran that movement away from Peterson the entire at bat. And here's the payoff pitch. And after the 3-1 strike, I mean, Peterson had no choice. He had to get after that thing. It's definitely how an umpire can affect on the bat.
Ramirez 0 for 2 with a walk. Kane walked him in the 6th inning. Popped him up. And it's going to be Ishikawa in front of Sanchez. 2 guys really adamantly yelling for it, and they didn't hear each other. Sportsnet Central, right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Scott Reese, Dave Benz. Highlights of this game, one-on-one with the Warriors' new owner, and the reaction to the passing of Jack Tatum, a former Raider great. Sportsnet Central tonight at 10:30. And it'll be Juan Uribe to lead things off. Uribe hooks this one down the line. Foul.
Nice play. For your glove. become a hero. New pitcher for the Marlins, Brian Sanchez. We saw him last night's ball game. 38 times he's come in. It's a 4-pitch pitcher. Fastball that will go high 80s, low 90s. Curveball, slider split.
Hand the ball, ready to chalk up. Oh, and 2. Uribe holds up 1 and 2.
And there's the split.
Hits it high. Hits it deep. Out of here. And now Brian Wilson takes it serious. Home run number 14 for Uribe.
You talk about lighting up a palace. 38,904 people on their feet on this challenge fastball. And Brian Sanchez knew it. Look at the extension right through the ball. Head still. And that's a lot of power, folks, from a strong-handed hitter.
And here's Ishikawa. Ishikawa looks at a strike. And the Dog's digging it. He missed the first pitch as he hooked it down the line.
One more look. It had the sound, and it had the distance. Oh, yeah, that's the kind of swing at bat will put a smile on everybody, including the guy that hit it.
1 and 2 to Ishikawa. Giants know better than to think that they should sit on that one.
No.
Not with Ugla due to hit in the 9th. Hit on the ground. Sanchez to Sanchez. Covering.
Well, a reminder to tune into the NBC Bay Area Morning News Team for early news traffic and weather updates weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Rowan is 1 for 3.
Sanchez has been pretty steady with the fastball, trying to get strike 1. That time, it looked to me like he was just trying to straight out jam Aaron Rowan, figuring he was going to be aggressive on the first pitch. That's one of the things, if you know you have a fastball hitter, a first pitch fastball hitter, that does not mean don't throw a first pitch fastball. Just don't throw it for a first pitch fastball strike. Throw it in an area where that hitter cannot hurt you.
Rowan shoots it up the middle. His second hit.
Well, he loves hitting against Florida. Nice at bat. Watch the ultra mo. Again, look how the upper body and lower body in perfect sync. And then the bat head throw. We talk about how big and strong he is. He uses a 33-inch, 31-ounce bat, one of the smallest bats on the team.
Renteria 0 for 3. On deck, Pat Burrell. For the first, rolling back. Aurilia looking down at Tim Flannery. Good hit and run guy. He's always been a good hit and run guy. Going back. One's got 3 steals on the year. Hit and run. High drive! Left field! Out of here! Got to feel pretty good for Renteria, his second of the year.
And I think Juan Uribe called him. Looked like he lip-synced, "I told you so." And here comes the skipper for the Marlins, Edwin Rodriguez. And that's it for Brian Sanchez.
2 home runs in the inning. And it left the yard. It's bye-bye, baby. Change in tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Bert Badenhop is now on the hill.
23rd time he's come into a game.
And that's just foul.
Badenhop, a low 3/4 type of a slinging release. He's got pretty good sink on the fastball. He'll frisbee a slider. He throws a changeup as well.
Burrell, you can tell he likes those hanging breaking balls. He wanted to swing at that really bad.
Now, Badenhop, his breaking balls, it's a little flat. That's a frisbee. But he's got movement, lots of it.
Well, that moved a lot, you're right.
Big sink. Badenhop's one of those guys that like coming in when you need a ground ball. There's the moon. That's big league moon right there.
Burrow out swinging, 2 outs. Here's Andres Torres.
It's not too far from the new Coors Light section here at the ballpark.
Hey, when we were kids, we were taught that was just a big old slice of cheese, baby.
Well, Wisconsin, you taught everything was made out of cheese.
But it had the right color at times. It had the right look.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes it even cut it up. Torres has got 3 hits. He's been on base 4 times.
We told the same story here. I bought into it.
It looked like a pretty good, great shot.
Big old chunk of Gouda out there in the sky.
I want to get that. Torres flips one right past Freddie Sanchez.
Well, if the score stays 6-3, you're going to see Brian Wilson. If the Giants score another run, you're going to see. Is that Denny Bautista down there?
I think it is.
It is Bautista.
Down the left field line, foul. Oh, heads up, big fella. Yeah, that felt pretty good.
A for effort right there. That's an old player. Tell by the way he broke his glove in. Look at this effort. He almost pulls it off. Almost lost his pants.
And have that now. Outside, 2-2.
Well, it is made out of cheese. You can take a slice out of it.
You can take a slice right out of the wheel. That looks like Pac-Man. For those of you who might actually know what that is. That was a video game back in the
day. Back in the day. All right, we got a new hero.
Foul back.
Oh, yeah. Your hero, raise your hand.
Slowly hit. Ugla. Side retired. Damage done. Uribe Renteria. Big fly, 6-3 Giants.
can see it on the pregame live. Giants taking on these Marlins. 2 more in the series. It'll be Jonathan Sanchez taking on Alex Sanabia. You'll see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. And then a Thursday afternoon game, Madison Bumgarner against Anibal Sanchez. So join us if you would. We'd love to have you.
Here's Wilson. And a strike to Logan Morrison. A 6-3 lead for the Giants.
Morrison's first day in the big leagues, replacing Chris Coghlan, last year's National League Rookie of the Year, who was injured Sunday when he was putting a whipped cream pie in a teammate's face celebrating a victory.
0-2. It's the second time it's happened.
Those are the numbers for Wilson. 29 saves and 31 opportunities. 60 strikeouts against 17 walks and 44 in the third. And those are remarkable numbers. Those are all-star numbers, which is what he is.
Got him. With the shoes.
Well, I think there's one guy on this Giants team that can pull those shoes off, and he's wearing them. And there you see a nice frame job there to pull that fastball back into the strike zone from Buster Posey.
Those shoes first brought out during the All-Star game in Anaheim. And a strike to Gabby Sanchez. I don't know. I got to get used to it. Kind of like first time I met you.
It took a while.
Out of play, nothing in 2. Yeah, I'm the man. And it's 0-2.
I'm serious. I don't think anybody on that team can pull him off with him.
He's kind of got that attitude of dare me not to wear him.
It's totally his whole attitude about that. Dan Ugla on deck.
Mike Estabrook on the appeal. Right into the end of the Marlins dugout and then out again. Line to left. Huff is there. 2 outs. Let's check in the public house with Gary Redmond. Gary?
All right. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Mike. Aurilia and I are ready to go tonight. And Rich is going on the Wall of Fame Saturday. But this is the one that counts tonight. Post-game live in moments. Anybody can hit a home run, but can you ad-lib after a Giants win? We'll find out. And congratulations again, guys, on the 20-year honor today.
All right. Thank you. Here's Dan Ugla, and this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet, with Wilson going after Ugla, who's 1 for 3, a home run in the 7th. Outside corner strike. Deep to left field. Huff looking up, and Ugla's got another one. His second of the game, and it's now 6-4.
This could have bothered Brian Wilson for one reason. It was a hanging breaking ball. Home run number 21 for Dan Uggla. Good high ball mistake hitter, and that is a high ball mistake.
Yeah, he didn't miss many of those.
And they get out of here and hurry when he hits it. Came out of his hand wrong.
Here's Wes Helms. Helms takes a strike.
And that's what you have to do. You got to get right back in the strike zone.
Inside to Helms.
A 2 home run game for Dan Uggla, the 11th time in his career that he has done that. Much better location than that slider. He's still shaking head.
Very high, 2-2.
That's an overthrow. Trying to add, that was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, but he jumped at it. Easy take. You can almost see the disgust. He knows he heard that.
Three and two. Cody Ross is on deck. Got him, and that's the ball game. And the Giants win game 2 of this 4-game series. And they do it behind a 3-run 8th inning. And Brian Wilson picks up his 30th save of the year.
Well, it was all about pitching, but in the end, the long ball had everything to do with about the outcome of this ball game. And the Giants, with a 3-run outburst at the bottom of the 8th, with a home run by Uribe and a 2-run shot by Rich Aurilia, proved to be the difference. This was a big league game tonight, a big week for the Giants.
Giants post-game live with interviews, and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the